Hi everyone and welcome to this video on rendering furniture in a studio scene. I'm going to demonstrate a studio scene with a model I used recently in one of my projects, but if you have your own models, that's really the intention here, so you can use your own furniture, props or whatever else you've created to create a render in your scene. I want us to get straight into rendering some images that you can upload to your portfolio. If you haven't already got a portfolio, I would recommend using Behance as it's quick to set up and easier than creating your own website. If you're not familiar with 3ds Max, I'd recommend these 1-minute startup movies. You can check them out here. So the first thing to do is go to the lesson resources and download the studio scene. You can open that up, hit OK. So this is our studio setup. So we have our camera here, we have our main fill light, and then we have a couple of side lights on the side, and we also have this white background. So if you press C, you'll go into your camera view, and if you hit render, you'll see what we're working with. So my favourite place to get high quality furniture models is 3D Sky. I've got a lot of great models here. These pro models, they go for $6, but there's also a lot of great free models if you just want to try some stuff out. So yeah, head on over to 3D Sky. Now the model I used in a previous project was this chair here, so I'm going to hit download. Once that's downloaded, I'm going to extract that file. Now back in our scene, I'm going to go to File, Import, Merge the model, and I'm going to select them both and hit OK, and that will bring the models in. Now in the top view, I'm going to move these into position. So let's move this one over to here. We'll turn angle snaps on, rotate this a bit, and let's move this one back a little bit. Put that over here. Again, we'll rotate that a little bit. Let's go back to our camera view to see what we've got. F3 will bring us into shaded mode. I'll bring that chair in a little bit. Let's pull that one in. Perhaps we can rotate this some more. Just play around until you find a nice composition. So I think something like this works. So the first thing we're going to notice is that we're missing textures. So if we head on over to here, relink bitmaps, you'll be able to just Google relink bitmaps. You'll find the script here, so download that. Once you've downloaded it, you can just drag and drop that into the viewport. Right click up here, customize, toolbars, and go to all commands, and then the quickest way to navigate is click anywhere here, press R, that will take you down to R, and then we want to find relink bitmaps, which is here, and we can drag and drop that onto our toolbar. So once you've done that, you can click relink bitmaps, you can hit browse, and wherever you downloaded your model to, you can hit OK and relink, and now it's finding the textures, and there we go, our textures are on our models. You can press F4 to hide the wireframe. Now let's hit render and see what we get. Cool, so here's our final render. So the Vray frame buffer has some pretty cool built-in tools. We can turn levels on and pull this in a little bit. We can also turn the curves on, and we can put like a little S-curve on there. So I think that adds a little something. And then when we're happy with that, we can just hit save up here. Just call it chairs1.jpg and hit save. OK. And now here's our rendering. So there we have it, we've got our first render. Now you can upload them to your portfolio. Also post them in the Q&A section of this video so we can see what everyone's up to. In a later video, I'm going to show you how to use depth of field on the cameras to create some nice detail shots. So in this lesson, we've gone through how to bring models into a studio scene and render them, and some quick posts in the Vray frame buffer.